What's going on, guys? We made it to another installment of YouTubers' favorite tech of 2020. Now in this series, as I said before, this is the second episode. I tried to get some of my favorite creators and also some creators that are like bigger than me and also some that are smaller, and I just think that they deserve so much more recognition to get them out on the scene. But also I just love the end of the year collaboration with all tech YouTubers. I think tech YouTubers need to collaborate more. There's like no collaboration with tech YouTubers, but that's why I'm here. So guys, this year it has been a roller coaster. There has been tech released, the whole pandemic. It has been some sort of bad and some sort of good. In terms of, this year was one of the best years for my YouTube channel, and I'm sure a lot of other YouTubers experienced the same thing. So I want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed. We're on that way to 100K. So I really appreciate it. Now for this year, my favorite tech of 2020, before we hear everyone else tech, it has to be my Sony A7C. I'm recording with it right now. Now this camera has been a game changer. So this camera is a mirrorless camera, smallest full frame mirrorless camera on the market, I think. And it's a controversial camera because it doesn't have that 4K 60 that everyone expected. So it's almost like the A6400 packed in to a full frame, you know what I mean? So it has like the A6400 body. This is my A6400 right here. I love this camera to death, but now I'm in that full frame game. So we have full frame G lenses. My favorite two lenses right now for this camera is the Sigma 24-70 and the Sony 20mm f1.8 prime lens. These are my two favorite lenses and I love them. This is the camera I've been using for the past couple months. It has improved my quality so much. The full frame is just insane. You get that nice sharp image quality and blur background that everyone likes. This is also the perfect vlogging camera because we have this flip out screen right here so we can see ourselves, and it also comes with a bigger Z battery. And oh my god, outside is nuts right now. Look at all the snow. It feels like Christmas. But yeah, this camera, lightweight, good autofocus for vlogging, smaller form factor, so you know it's not gonna weigh you down, longer battery life with that new Z battery. This thing is hard to beat for the price. But yeah, enough of me talking. Let's hear what everyone else has to say about their favorite tech of 2020.
Hey, it's Max, and ever since the 2020 iPad Pro was released alongside COVID-19 in March, it has been my favorite piece of tech of this year. And here's why. This all-screen design was first seen in 2018 with the 2018 iPad Pro, and this generation just makes it even better. There are three main features that make this iPad Pro even better than the last model. The first is this new camera system. There's a wide, ultra-wide, and LiDAR scanner, which improves augmented reality experience, and that camera system is even better than the single wide lens in the 2018 model. The Magic Keyboard is a very pricey add-on, and it adds to your iPad a full keyboard and a trackpad for a sweet $299. With this magnetic hinge, it kind of makes the iPad Pro seem like it's floating, so it's a super cool tool. The third is this jump from the A12X to the A12Z, and that even more boosts performance and even more boosts usability in this device. There are a couple different configurations, so you can get it in space gray and silver, 11-inch or 12.9-inch, and up to 1 terabyte of storage. This iPad Pro is incredibly powerful and incredibly useful, and that's why I'm crowning it my favorite piece of tech from 2020. Thanks, Shevon, for having me on here, and I'll see you guys over on my channel.
Hey guys, it's Zach. Hope you all are doing well. So my favorite piece of tech of 2020 actually ended up being the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2. As somebody who uses a lot of phones throughout the year, this has been an absolute breath of fresh air. The new form factor is just so nice. The phone is really fun to use, and I really think that Samsung has taken a big jump forward from the first Fold. The hardware is better, the screens are better, it just looks a whole lot nicer, and we really are getting closer and closer to these phones becoming mainstream. It's not a perfect phone, it's not the most practical phone either, but I have had an absolute blast using it as my daily phone. It's so fun just consuming media on this giant display. playing games, scrolling on social media, watching YouTube videos and TV shows, multitasking. It's also really cool taking pictures and videos with this thing. The haptics are very solid, the speakers sound good, the outer display is totally usable. It isn't just a proof of concept anymore, this is a totally usable phone for a daily driver. And again, Samsung took a really big step forward with the Z Fold 2 from the first generation Fold. So I'm really looking forward to what they do with the next iteration and the next one after that. It's just my favorite piece of tech of 2020. So thanks to Shevon for having me in the video. And if you guys aren't subscribed to him, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, all that good stuff. That'll do it for me, and I'll catch you guys later.
It's Macie here. In my eyes, the best pieces of technology are the ones that help you live a better life. And for me in the year of 2020, that piece of tech has been the iPhone 12 Pro Max. What is life if not a collection of the experiences that we gather as we journey through it? How often have you seen something amazing, pull out your phone, and then try to capture the scene so that you can relive it again? This block of metal and glass in your pocket lets you transform these transient moments into tangible works of art. Works of art that you can then go and share with the people who you love so that they can see the same things that you have, so that you can share your life with them. Because isn't that kind of the point? The only things that we carry with us wherever we go are our memories. And because of this incredible camera in the iPhone 12 Pro Max, now I can relive them as vividly as I can remember them.
One of my favorite pieces of tech this year is the Keychron K2. If you happen to be a Mac or PC owner, this budget mechanical keyboard is definitely a great addition to your setup. I happen to have the aluminum frame version along with the Keychron wooden palm rest, and it's phenomenal. I love the ability to change between devices by the help of the Bluetooth keys, and being able to switch between Windows layout and Mac layout is super great. On top of that, it has a bunch of really awesome color combinations that allows you to modify the keyboard's lighting to whatever pleases you. So if you're looking to get a well-worthy piece of tech this year, I definitely recommend you guys checking this one out. Thank you so much, Shevon, for having me within this video.
How's it going, everyone? My name is RJ, and my favorite tech of 2020, unexpectedly, has to be the iPhone 12 mini. Every year, I like to daily drive a new phone, and I never thought that in 2020, going into 2021, my daily driver would be a 5.4-inch iPhone. I'll be honest, I most definitely prefer a smaller, more compact form factor over a bigger device like the 12 Pro Max. So when I heard that Apple was releasing a 5.4-inch iPhone with the A14 Bionic, I was intrigued. So after spending 30 days with the mini, I've come to love everything about this iPhone. It's more than powerful enough to handle any task I throw at it. It's sporting a flagship quality dual camera setup with the wide and ultra wide angle lens, and the screen on time that I'm getting isn't as bad as I initially anticipated. I've been averaging around 6 hours of screen on time on most days, and if I'm really pushing this device like playing games, consuming media, and taking phone calls, I can squeeze out around 4.5 hours of screen on time, which is good enough for me. One of my goals for 2021 is to drastically reduce my screen on time, and I have a good feeling with the iPhone 12 mini, I can really set myself up to achieve that goal. So yeah, pretty much with the iPhone 12 mini, I get a super powerful iPhone that's geared towards tech minimalism, and I'm excited to really push this phone to its limits in 2021. Major shout out to Shevon for having me a part of this collab with all these other amazing creators. It is truly such an honor.
Hi guys, my name is Paul, and I have to say my favorite piece of tech from 2020 has to be the iPhone 12 mini.
That man's an imposter. That man is the imposter.
Now, I kind of consider myself a small phone guy. Like before the iPhone 12 mini came out, I was actually using the iPhone SE. This is the 2020 version. So I was already used to the smaller form factor, but the thing about the 12 mini is that it's a small phone without any compromises. It's basically the same thing as the iPhone 12, just squashed down into that smaller form factor. and I love it. It's really just a pleasure to hold and use this phone every day. I can reach all 4 corners of the display, so usability is great, and it's smaller than most other modern smartphones, so I can fit it in my pocket very easily. The display is nice and sharp, and you can view HDR content on this phone. Photos look great from both the regular and wide-angle lenses, and it can even shoot HDR video. This is my favorite phone on the market at the moment, and it basically checks all the boxes for what I'm looking for in a smartphone. So I'm loving it so far, and I'm really excited to see where Apple's gonna take this mini line in the future.
What's going on, guys? Simply Pops here, and my favorite tech of 2020 has to be the autonomous L-shaped smart standing desk. 2020 has been a challenging year, forcing most people to work from home, and to be able to have a desk like this is essential. This desk is going to allow you to adjust the height to your liking, so you could be in a standing position or sitting down. And this is important because it keeps the blood flowing, it boosts your mood, it boosts your productivity, and most importantly, your health. So sometimes sitting down for hours all day, your back, you just got to stand up and just stretch. You're standing up and you're still getting work done, you're not distracted. And prior to this, I used to either work on my bed or on the floor painfully. So having this desk is definitely a game changer for me. And as a runner-up, I had to include the Sony A7C III. This camera is a certified beast. To be able to record 4K 120 frames per second, 422 10-bit, no overheating issues. It is a very close second as one of my favorite tech of 2020. Thank you, Shevon, for inviting me. Keep up the amazing work, dude.
What is going on, guys? My name is Nikias, also known as the Lemon Boy, and thank you so much, Shevon, for inviting me over to your channel surrounded by these amazing tech content creators. So my favorite tech product of the year has to go to 2 products, actually. And they're 2 products that might surprise you. One is the HomePod Mini. You're asking me for my favorite, and I always wanted a mini HomePod. A mini affordable, a mini cheaper HomePod, and Apple actually released it. Now I would have wanted the HomePod Mini to be priced a little bit cheaper, but it's amazing. It's everything I want. It sounds as good as the HomePod, just with a lower volume. I'm way deep in the Apple ecosystem, and I just simply needed the HomePod Mini. Then, I guess my favorite tech product of the year has to go to the Apple Watch Series 6. Now, wow, the Apple Watch Series 6 didn't bring anything new, and I know that. Apple Watch Series 6 was a very, very small step forward. The Apple Watch Series 5 was already incredible, and I absolutely love the Apple Watch Series 5. And the Apple Watch Series 6 grabs everything from the Series 5 with the same design and takes it even further. I love everything about my Apple Watch, and the Apple Watch is my favorite device ever from Apple. And I think within the upcoming years, it will continue doing so. I love everything about it, from tracking all of my notifications, from keeping my daily activity, from having this beautiful watch with interchangeable bands. I love controlling my HomeKit devices around my house. I love everything about my Apple Watch. So those are my 2 favorite accessories, my favorite products of the year. Thank you so much, Shevon. Let's get to the next person.
Hey guys, it's your boy Pedro from Kingston, Jamaica. I'm a full-time content creator. And for me, the #1 tech that I've used in 2020 has to be the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Because I'm a photographer, the 12 megapixel primary camera, the ultra wide camera, and the telephoto camera on the iPhone 12 Pro Max is amazing. I love the color, I love the rendition. I don't know, Apple just win it for me for 2020. Also, because I'm a filmmaker, the 4K double vision works wonders for me when it comes on to color grading, because the iPhone shoots 10-bit raw, like 10-bit on an iPhone, and I own a Blackmagic Pocket 4K, and I'm currently shooting on a Sony A7C III that doesn't even shoot 10-bit. But I know you can't compare phone to a professional camera, but that would be it for me. The iPhone 12 Pro Max win it for me. I recently got the Zion Crane 2S, but that would be my second tech for 2020. Thanks again, Shevon, for featuring me on your channel. Real Jamaican power. I'm out.
What's going on, y'all? I'm Tech Me Out, and big thank you to Shevon for having me in this video featuring one of my favorite pieces of tech for the year, which after much deliberation is gonna have to go to my Nintendo Switch Lite. So this is something I actually recently picked up. I had the Nintendo Switch before this, but it was something about the Nintendo Switch Lite that just kept piquing my interest. So I finally pulled the plug and purchased it, and I love it. So the thing about this for me is the size. Like, the Nintendo Switch is nice, but I am more of a handheld player. So gaming on this has been a bit more convenient. Plus I have this beautiful new colorway. But honestly, I was a little nervous about getting the Switch Lite because the screen is smaller than my Nintendo Switch, and I thought it was gonna be like a really noticeable difference, but thankfully it's not. So switching over to this has been nice because it's just easier to game with. And honestly, I got a couple of games up here, but the main one that I play is Animal Crossing. Yeah, I got sucked into that wormhole. Like, I just wanted to test it, but I fell in love with it a lot more than I anticipated. Definitely my favorite tech of the year, my Nintendo Switch.
All right, thank you everyone for coming in to this year's YouTubers Favorite Tech 2020. I'll leave all the links to their channels and also the tech that they included down below in the description, so make sure you guys check them out. They're insane creators and they deserve so much more. All right, and also Merry Christmas again and a Happy New Year when it comes. Let me know down below in the comments what do you think of these products, and also what's your favorite tech of 2020. Comment down below. As always guys, love, peace, and tweaks. Signing out.